All right, so I'm going to review the assessment here. So what you need to do is, I already have looked at your assessment. I've already seen what you've done correctly, incorrectly. I've seen what you skipped, so I have notes on all of that. So what I want you to do is, after I do the problem, even if you get it right, I want you to think, did I do it the most efficiently? Okay, so on the kind of the score sheet I guess I have for you, I want you to do a few things. Number one, did you use the most efficient strategy you think? If you got it wrong, what did you do wrong? Okay, are you able to notice what I do here, and where your mistake was? And then if you didn't do it, I'll think about that. I don't want to answer that yet. I haven't really thought about if you didn't even attempt. Maybe you can talk about why you didn't attempt. Tell me why. Tell me what happened. Did you not do the practice problems like I asked you to? Did you not use the website? Things like that. So why didn't you attempt it? So, first one. 5 times 14 times 2. Well, I could keep them in parentheses and go 14 times 2 is 28 and then 28 times 5. I could do that. But I know about the associative property of multiplication, which means that I don't have to, when I'm multiplying and multiplying only, I can do whatever I want with the three numbers. And I see that I can do 5 times 2 is 10, and 10 times 14 is 140. So for me, that's the most efficient. Okay, 140. For me. Here, same thing. I can do 5 times 2 is 10, and times 7 is 70. Here, okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to want to group everything together first, I think, because I see the multiplying by 2, and I'm pretty good with my doubles. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go from there. I'm probably going to have to write underneath here. So what am I doing? I'm actually thinking about the problem before I actually do it. I don't just blindly do it. So we have, this is 5 times 3 is 15, times 2, that's going to be 30. Plus, we have 12 times 2 is 24. Plus, and then here, 20 times 2 is 40. And then I add all those up together. I would like to go here, 30 plus 40 is 70. Plus 24 is 94. All right, here, 50 times, 50s. I can rewrite this, right, to be double, right? Double 50 is 100. So that means I would have to have 56. So that's a strategy I'm going to use here. So I'm going to turn this into 100 times half 56 is 28. And then I'm going to minus 56 from that. So that would be 2800 minus 56. Man, I know my combinations. 44, right? 44 plus 56 is, so that's 2,744. So I needed my, so let's break that down. I knew I was going to double, so I didn't mind here, so I kept the brackets on. Here I did the things out of order, right? I did the times 2 first. I guess I could have done the times 2 last. I could have done 5 times 7 is 35, times 2 is 70. 14 times 5, I guess is what, 70 times 2 is 104. Okay. So we have things that we can do. And then here I did double and half. So I doubled 50 to 100, halved it 56 to 28, made it 2,800, and then subtracted. And here what I knew is my 100 combinations. So 71 and 29, that makes 100. Okay, so if I have a 0, 0 and I'm subtracting something from it, then that's a 100 combination. Okay. Fill in the blanks to make each set of equations true. So something times 24 equals 18 times 12. Okay, so those have to be similar. I see the relationship. I see 12 and 24. I know 12 is half of 24. So it looks like they took half of 24 to get 12. So I'm guessing I can take half of 9 to get 18, right? That makes sense. 9 doubled is 18. 24 halved is 12. So 9 times 24. Okay. And then 18 times 12, what would that be? Well, can I go further? 6. That's 36. No, I wouldn't do that. 36. 36 times 6. What's a pickle? I guess I would split this up. That's what I would do. I would make this 10 and 12. So I have 180 times 10? Oh, sorry, no, 18. Ugh. Wasn't thinking. It's late. So I have 18 times 10 plus 18 times 2. So then that's going to give me 180 plus 36, which is what? 206. Ooh, good lord. Which is equal to 216. I wish they gave you more room on these assessments, huh? 216. So I'm going to kind of circle that. And maybe I'll circle this so you can tell where my work is. Right? Did I do that right? 180 plus 36 is 216. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, here. 47 times 98 equals... Oh, I remember this. Minus 2. So this is 100 times 47 minus 2 times 47. Because 100 minus 2 equals 98. Yeah, I remember that. So this is what? 4,700 minus 2 times 47. I know my doubles, 94. And I know my 100 relationships, so that would be what? 4,606. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, cool. By the way, I may make a mistake here at some point. I could. I'll have to look at this. So after I make the recording, I'll check my answers. You know, with something else. Fill in the missing number in the equation below. Then describe how you can use number relationships to fill in the blank. Fill in the missing number in the equation. Okay. Describe how you can use number relationships to fill in the blank without having to find the answer to 100 times 80 times 16 first. Okay. So I need to know the relationships between numbers. Well, let me think. I know about breaking numbers apart. I know about the doubling and halving. I know I can start multiplying any number I want if all I'm doing is multiplying. Let's see if anything of that. 180 times 16 equals 8 times something. Ah, here we go. There's the half again. So 8 is half of 16. So if I'm having 16, I have to double 18. So that would be 360. And I don't have to solve anything. So I'm using the double and half strategy of factors. So I don't have to know the answer. I don't know what the answer is. I haven't done the math. I could, but I don't need to. So I just need 360 there and a y. All right, write true or false TRF next to each equation to show whether it is true or false. Then describe below each one how you can use number relationships. That was like number 3 up here, relationships. So that would be like over here too. This 50 minus 50 times 56 minus 1 times 56, that's the same thing as 49 times 56. And then the 100, right? The 98 is 100 minus 2. Okay, so that's the relationships too. Okay, I gotta keep those in mind. Then describe below each one how you can use number relationships to tell whether the equation is true or false without having to find the answer. So no answer. I'm going to do no answer finding. Okay? So I have 67 times 18 equals 67 times 20 minus 67 times 2. Yeah, that's true. And the reason it's true is that I know that this 20 and then taking 2 groups away, so I know I can take apart, I can try and make it easier. So as long as I'm accounting for these 18 groups of 67, right? So this is saying I have 18 groups of 67. Well, here's 20 groups of 67, and I'm taking away 2 groups of 67. Yeah, so that's the relationship. So I can say 18 equals 20 minus 2. Right? Those are the same thing. So that's why that would be equal. All right, so 39 times 13 equals 39 times 13 plus 1 times 13? That doesn't seem right. I have 39 times 13 here. I have 39 times, and I'm adding another one? No way. Okay, so I'm adding one more group of 13. So that would make it wrong. Okay, and here, 2 times 5 times 2 times 5 times 4 equals 2 times 5 times... Okay, this is just like we did that, the associative property. So now I can when multiplying, I can start with any number. Okay. 5. Write a numerical expression. So that's not it's not an equation. These are expressions, right? Expressions is not solved yet. So yeah, I don't have to solve it. Write a numerical expression to represent each statement below, including any grouping symbols such as parentheses. You need to make the expression as accurate as possible. To find 16 times 15, I double in half. So that would mean 16 times 15 equals, so what can I double, what can I have? Oh, this one's even. That's going to make my life easier. So I have or double? Have evens. So I'm going to halve the even to 8, and I'm going to double the odd to 30. So this is 16 times 15 equals the same thing as 8 times 30. It would also equal the same thing as 4 times 60. And 2 times 120, and 1 times 240. So I guess they all equal 240. Alright, to find 27 times 9, I find 27 times 10 and remove one group of 27. Alright, so 27 times 9 equals, in parentheses, 27 times 10 minus 27 times 1. So there's my 10 groups here, and I'm removing one group. I'm not solving it, I'm just writing the expression. And then to find the volume of a box that has a 19 by 22 base and 27 layers, I multiply the dimensions of the base first, and then multiply by the numbers of the layers. Well, to show first, we show parentheses. If, you know, that's a way to show first. So it's a 19 by 22. I'm going to do that first, times 27. There you go. That's the expression. A lot of you tried solving that. We don't have to solve expressions. This was just writing expressions. So, yeah, cool. All right. The next 2 pages I will do tomorrow morning sometime. So I'll be in a different outfit. I'm going home now. Bye.